that looks pretty cool if you ask me. But do not let the trailer fool you, because this game, like all of the other games, well, the 2 other games that I've done in this series, is dreadful. And by dreadful, I mean probably one of the most boring and pointless games I've played. Now, I hate to say it, but Ship Simulator Extremes was one of the first ever games that I bought for PC. Okay, I have the disc version. I have the disc copy right next to me. And back then, before I knew what PC gaming was, this was good. And then as time went on, I finally came to my senses and realised how abysmal it really is. So that trailer thing that I just sort of put together at the start, that looked good. That looked like an alright game. But this, what you're seeing now, is what the actual game is like. Entirely pointless and boring with no aim to it, no end goal really. The missions are complete shit. And to be honest, it's so dull that I haven't really got much to say about it, other than it is really, really not worth the amount of money that it is on Steam for. For 15 quid, you may as well buy yourself something nice, such as a new hat. What could I get for 15 quid, you may be asking? You can buy some Miracle Berry tablets. They last for about an hour and they alter your taste buds so that anything sour tastes sweet. That's kind of weird. You can get a life straw. You can drink from basically any water source with the straw. That could save your life for the price of Ship Simulator Extremes. Which one would you prefer to have? You could buy a Venus flytrap to keep all those pesky flies out of your room. Or you could buy Ship Simulator Extremes. This is up to you, really. You could buy a slow cooker to make those lovely Sunday roasts or casseroles or whatever you want. You could buy something called a rocket, which basically turns just about any surface into a speaker. You could get a Loot Crate subscription. You could get a vibrating head massager, which are very interesting, I can assure you. You could get a set of Cards Against Humanities, which is very good, I recommend it. You can buy a blow dart gun to kill your enemies in real life, which I don't endorse. You could buy diamond candles. The candles, which cost $24, contain a ring worth anywhere from $10 to $5,000. The excitement of not knowing what ring you get is worth the money. Solar charger for mobile devices. I'm a big fan of solar power, and I wish I had one, writes The Whack. So yeah, if you're outside and you're running out of battery and it's a nice sunny day, just plug in your solar charger and be on your way. Or you can buy Ship Sim. It's up to you. You could buy an African child a goat for the price of Ship Simulator. How does that make you feel? If you have purchased Ship Simulator Extremes, then you are a selfish person, because you could have bought an African child a goat. You could buy a Swiss Army knife. You could buy superior noise-cancelling earbuds. You could get kinetic sand, which keeps itself together. You could buy a remote control helicopter. You can buy a bubble wrap calendar. How cool is that? You can buy tactical bacon. Right, I want some tactical bacon. You can either buy tactical bacon or Ship Simulator Extremes, okay? Tactical bacon has a shelf life of 10 years. 10 years. So if Russia decides to launch some nukes at the US, and you need some rations quickly for the nuclear winter which is about to come, tactical bacon is what you need. You can buy some Dogecoin. Dogecoin. You can invest in a monetary investment currency. And that's about it for 15 quid. But still, that is a lot of cool stuff. I'll leave a link to the website that I've read that off in the description if you want to go there. Ship Simulator Extremes or any of those things. Any of those things. It's up to you, it's your call. But I don't recommend Ship Sim, as it is shockingly bad, as I think I've made it very clear. Right, so I'm just going to go down sort of a little checklist that I've sort of got, which makes a good game, and let's see how many Ship Simulator ticks off. So first off, we've got good graphics. Obviously, good graphics aren't essential to a good game, but the graphics on this are appalling anyway. They're not appalling, they're not 8-bit, but they're not the best. Let's be honest, they're really not the best. So out of 10, I'd probably give that a 4. I would probably give the graphics a 4 out of 10. According to BBC Bite Size, what makes a game fun? So let's see how fun it is. Gameplay. How the game plays is very important. While the look of games has changed a lot over the years, it is gameplay that makes you want to play a game. Games must be fun and entertaining. Now, Ship Simulator Extremes is neither of those two. It is neither fun nor entertaining. I think we've already established the fun area, so let's have a look at the entertainment area, the entertainment factor. So, you know, you start off in Ship Sim, you sort of spawn in the water somewhere, and what do? You may be asking. You drive forward, you go forward, and you turn if you really want to, and that's pretty much it. That's the entirety of the game, other than the appalling missions, which no one ever plays because they're so bad. Difficulty. Challenge is really important in games. If the game is too hard, you might become frustrated with it and give up. If a game is too easy, you might finish it too quickly and find it boring. Games need to balance these two extremes. Let's have a look at the difficulty, okay? So let's just think about the factors that can make this game difficult. We've got icebergs, and we've got the shore, and we've got other ships, and that's it. 3 things that are incredibly easy to avoid. Incredibly. The end goal of the game is, of course, non-existent because there isn't one. There's nothing really that you're going to get out of it. You don't get anything for completing the appalling missions. You get nothing. There's nothing to unlock, there's nothing exciting about any of it, and it's just dull. So the difficulty is almost non-existent again because, you know, it's not difficult to avoid other ships and the shore and massive icebergs. Feedback. Giving the player feedback is also important. This could be a simple score or unlocking skills or extra levels for players who do very well. Extra levels, you say? Okay. Well, no, that's not a thing here, right? In Ship Sim, that's not a thing. It doesn't apply to Ship Sim, because Ship Sim is on a whole other level of bad. In Ship Simulator, you'd think maybe if you completed the missions and you might get some more maps or something, more ships to unlock. No, of course you don't. You start off with all the ships and everything unlocked for you to do absolutely nothing with, other than spawn in the ship once, have a walk around, and then never go back, because they're pretty bad. Okay, so they're just a few things that make a good game, and Ship Sim really ticks none of them. I would give the fun and entertainment factor a 1, the difficulty factor maybe a 2.5. So, on average, I'd say this game scores about 2 out of 10. That's my rating. 2 out of 10. I don't know how bad a game would have to be to get a 1 out of 10 from me, or a 0 out of 10, but, you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Should be doing another Terrible Titles pretty soon, and goodbye.